I've been waiting a long time to do that invitation. There he is, the man of the hour. They say begin every speech, or I always tell Gabby, begin every speech with gratitude. So I'm going to make this whole speech about gratitude, and I first want to thank Rich Dioli, and this is not a kiss ass thing, I promise. Oh yes, it is. We've been here since, I don't know, preschool, whatever the early one is, preschool, pre-K, or something like that. And so we've known Rich for a long time, and I think this is his last year. This is the last generation of people who've grown up with Rich, and love him or hate him. I know there's some of you. You know, we all, for the most part, work in organizations. We've all seen good leaders, and we've all seen bad leaders, and we've worked for good leaders, and we've worked for bad leaders. Leadership is hard. You're the lightning rod, and you get all the flack of everything. And this, probably in this community, is probably the worst job in the world to be the headmaster at St. It's worse than a lot of things, because it's tough. It's a demanding community. But I have to say, if you sincerely look at what makes a good leader, steadfast, values-based, excellent communication skills, that's Rich. And I don't know what the next era will look like, but I do know this, that in the past, whatever we've been here 14 years, we've received nothing but steadfast leadership and amazing values. And so Rich, I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, and I'm being very sincere in my flattery, I'm impressed by your leadership. I know it has not been easy, and you can see it in your speeches, and I appreciate that, and I think we all understand that it's not been easy. But I want to say, we are the last generation, and I want to thank Rich for your exceptional leadership, and this is the last year. So. They say when we first started here, and Rich gives this speech all the time at the cocktail reception for the fundraising and so on. Way back when, 15 years ago, for those of you who are here, those of you who are not here, didn't realize, it wasn't like this. A third of the students would go to Menlo because that's where you got into college. If you really want to go to college, you go to Menlo or you go to wherever. That's not true anymore. Kids are getting into amazing schools, but the thing about this school is it's the values, and those values come from this leadership, and that comes from Rich. And I have to say that he has built this institution. It was not like this 15 years. Word has it, I don't know if this is apocryphal truth or not, he used to run from the auction on Monday morning and take all the checks and cash in to make payroll. And whether it's true or not, it's probably mostly true. This school has come a long, long way since we've been here in 15 years, and 30 years since he's been here, for sure. So I'm deeply grateful for all you've done, and you know all you've done for us, and we're very grateful for that. I didn't write a speech tonight, but I've thought about things I wanted to say to this group. I was reminded of a book, Where the Sidewalk Ends, and I thought, well, maybe I could read something about that, but I won't read it, but I would just say maybe this is where the sidewalk ends. Right, so the sidewalk ends. This has been such an amazing place, a caring, safe, incredible place. And Gabby says, all these kids, all of our kids have such confidence. They have such trust in life and the world and the universe and the values and everything. This is an extraordinary experience. This is an extraordinary experience, but maybe this is where the sidewalk ends, because then they go off into the world. So, quick poll, how many people here, so we have one in college who's a sophomore, and how many people already have one in college? Oh, most, okay. Funny story, when we first got here to Sacred Heart, they're like, okay, Mr. and Mrs. Tapper, can you come give a little presentation about something to the kids, whatever you want. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna talk about traveling. This is kindergarten. I'm like, okay. We're talking about, okay, I'm gonna talk to you today about travel, kindergarten. How many of you have been out of town? All the hands go up, and you know where this is going. How many of you have been out of the state? All the hands are still up. How many of you have been out of the country? 80% of the hands are still up in kindergarten. It's funny. Most of the people here have kids in college. So for those of you who don't, because about a quarter of you don't, so the words of wisdom, people always say, how was drop-off? I was like, drop-off's easy. It's dinner the night you get back. I see John, you know what that's like. And there's that empty chair at the table. So Becky Sinclair was saying, we'll be empty nesters this year. So how many people are going to be empty nesters? Quite a lot. Okay. How many people have been out of the country? So about half or whatever. Okay. So we'll be empty nesters. And it feels to me like that senior year in college, like May in college, you're like, I don't know what it's going to be like, but I know it's going to be different. So I don't know what it's going to be like, and if you want to hit me up after the dinner tonight, tell me what it's going to be like. But Becky Sinclair said, who was at our table, said something great. She's like, we're going to Maine. We're not going to go back and have dinner. Because there's going to be 2 empty chairs at the table. But it's true. Another parent said, it's kind of like summer camp. I don't know what parents have thought about their experience when the kids go to college. I don't know if it's like summer camp, but they still call a lot, and you have a different relationship, and it is still just as good. And it's an amazing thing when they call you and they ask you silly things like, can I go to Chipotle? And you're like, sure, call me again and ask me those kind of questions. It just warms my heart. So I want to say the second gratitude is to say thank you to all of you. We've become great friends. Our kids are all great friends. We always say, oh, who's your kid? And maybe I don't know, somebody's son or daughter. But everybody in this class is friends. It's everybody in this school is really pretty friendly. And it's amazing community. So I will thank all of you for being our friends and having your kids be good friends with our son Eduardo and our daughter Isabel that graduated a couple years ago. So we're grateful for your friendship. The third point of gratitude is, this is not, the flattery to God, but I will say, I can say nothing else than to thank God for the opportunity to be here for 15 years. This has been an anchor for us, the community, the values, the place to raise our kids when we're not there, the people, the values, they do come out. You see them in the kids, these kids, hey, Mr. Tapper, how are you? I'm like, oh, little Eddie Haskell over here, right? It's amazing. These are great kids. And it's because this is an amazing place. And I'm thankful to God. Gabby and I are, like every morning, I think we pray and say, thank God for these 15 years. Thank God for this experience. I can say nothing else but feel gratitude tonight for all the blessings that we all have. So thank you all very much.